once in a while, tragedy strikes and you'll lose a chicken from a predator. So I just wanted to share a few of the traps that I use to catch these predators. So the first one I got was a live trap, and this is not too bad for predators that have not seen a trap before. Some animals like raccoons or foxes are pretty trap shy. I've had good luck catching possums in this, and what you do is you just put food in the bottom, and this, as they step down this lever here, the trap closes. So it's pretty good if the animal has not experienced a live trap before. I've had good luck putting tuna cans in the back and getting possums, and more recently I've trapped a fox in here. Now when you do set this trap up, you need to tie it to a tree or secure it, because I've had animals get trapped in here before, and in their panic they were able to basically turn the trap over and release the hinge and get out. For raccoons, they're pretty smart and they get trap shy sometimes. And so what I've found is the dog-proof coon trap. And I really like this because as a female that takes care of her flock, I have a hard time setting some of the body traps out there, which are basically giant mouse traps, and they can be kind of dangerous. They are a little bit harder to set up, but I found with this dog-proof coon trap, it's been a lot easier to set the trap, and I've had good luck with it. So with this trap, you set this lever here in the trigger mechanism right there, and as the coon comes in, they put their hand in the cylinder and they release this, I don't know if you can see it in there. There's a mechanism inside, and they pull the trigger basically up, and that releases this and it clamps down. So I'll show you how to set this. So I stabilize it with my foot, and I make a lever, and I push down the spring, and I load the trigger. I want to keep pressure on the trigger to make sure that it is loaded, and as I take the lever out, I'm able to then set the trap. So then I take the trap and I use the stake to push it into the ground here. Of course, I will also have it tied to the post that is closest, or tree, and I'm using cat food that's been coated in bacon grease. I find that the bacon grease adds that extra little enticement to the trap. So then you just drop it in, do not put your fingers in there, and I then drop a little bit around the trap just to increase the interest. And then with my finger I take a little bit of the grease and I'm applying it to the rim of the trap there. That ensures that the raccoon has a little bit of treat before and he's ready to put his hand into the tube. And then you're all set. Now that your trap is set, you want to be sure and tie it to either a post or a tree, but you want to make sure to put it in the path of the raccoon. It has a swivel on the chain here because they're going to be moving around a lot, and the chain is, chew proof. I have 550 cord that I've tied it to post, but I make sure and use the 550 cord only to tie it to the post because I don't want them chewing through it to get out of the trap. So I try to make it inaccessible, or at least tie it as close to the post as possible and only have the chain sticking out. You can also use these to stake them into the ground. So you can stake it here if you got a long stake. I have sand, so staking this into the ground probably wouldn't be a great idea, especially if it's a strong raccoon, so I tie it to things. But you can also stake it or tie it using this. Anywho, as long as you carry it with the cylinder away from the spring, you shouldn't get hurt. It's very easy to set. I feel comfortable setting it without feeling like I'm going to chop my finger off. And overall, it's a great trap. It's durable. It's painted with like a Rust-Oleum or something kind of paint, so it's not easily going to degrade or anything. And it's a very nice trap. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I recommend. It was about $12 for this online, and plus shipping, and so I load it with cat food that's been coated in bacon grease. I find that it's easier to get the cat food to go into the bottom of the cylinder, and the bacon grease really gives it a nice aromatic to the food, and it attracts the coons really well. I like to call this the cookie jar trap because, well, you'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Here you can see the raccoon is trapped. He is unable to pull himself out of it, and he's not able to chew through the chain or the cylinder mechanism. In order to deactivate this, you can either take your lever mechanism and you can undo it this way, or what I do if the trap is still on the fence or the post, I will just unlock it with this trigger. So I will just pull this trigger down right here and it unlocks. And so now you can stick your finger in there all day, take the bait out if you need to, and you don't have to worry about kids or cats getting into it. So I really love this trap, and I look forward to using it again in the future.